An office worker is preparing to go to an appointment to see a client. After he finished, he assumed he had failed. He believes that's not the only customer. He will get the next one, for sure. With these work-hardened legs, he will walk to as many clients as he has to in order to reach his goal. So today, he hit his quota. He will get that promotion, for sure. At this time, a robber managed to get a gun from the policeman. Meanwhile, the office worker wants to go back home and celebrate with everyone. The policeman is trying to tame the robber. The robber opens fire, but the bullet hits the office worker's heart. Everyone urges each other to call an ambulance. He is getting a promotion. He can't die like this. A god appears and says, "You unfortunate soul. You are bound for a land of earth and sea, much like this planet. A realm of magic and monsters. I shall reincarnate you in such a world." The guy is standing in a savanna, and a dragon has just passed him. By the power of God, he reincarnated in the world of Galdardia. He wonders if it is a dragon. Moreover, what's this about reincarnation? His outfit has also been changed. The god says that he shall grant him basic knowledge. If he wishes to survive, recite status open to see your status. This is just like a game. His race and age were added. The rest he may decide for himself. May his new life be a blessed one. The guy thinks he really did get reincarnated. He begins to check his status. His name is Luciel. For skills, he took Assess Mastery, Martial Arts, and Magic Control. Then lastly, Monster Luck. Next up, for his job, he chose Healer. Running support is kind of a background gig. But if he trains hard enough, he can help people out and potentially bag some steady work. Besides, he doesn't have the courage to face monsters himself. Now, he guesses this is his entire fortune for the time being. Well, he is considered an adult at 15 in this world, so he should go on to find work. He accidentally encounters a monster corpse, which causes him to panic and run away. He was lucky to get reincarnated, so he can't let his death be the end. He swears, in this life, he is going to die of old age. He ran to a big city. People are showing something to the guard. Could it be some kind of ID? There's even a toll. The guard requires his identification. He says he has no documents to prove my identity. He was raised in a small village. When he came of age, I became a healer, but his village had no use for him, so he was cast out. If given the chance, he was hoping to train at a clinic. The guard told him to wait here for a moment. He thought he was making good use of the knowledge he was given. Worst case, he'll book it as fast as he can. A girl walks up to him and asks him, "Are you the one who wants to join a clinic?" He replies that he came hoping to find work in this town. Her name is Lumina, and she tells him to follow her. She'll take him to the Healers Guild. Luciel asks about the tolls. The guard says that they don't collect tolls from healers, so don't worry. Lumina is already that far ahead. He chases and collides with a man. The man asks him, "Where are you going in such a hurry?" He replies that he is going to the Healers Guild. The man is sure that he is a healer. The man warns him that if he becomes a corrupt one, he won't let him off so easy. Luciel says that he'll strive to be an earnest and ethical healer that people can trust. The man leaves, and Luciel thinks he was a dead man. Lumia comes back and says a little altercation wouldn't kill you. That said, if they had laid a hand on him, she was prepared to step in against those super tough looking guys. This lady must be really strong. They then continue to go to the Healers Guild together. By the way, when he entered the city, he wasn't charged the toll. Lumina says, only the Empire charges healers tolls. Healers deal in matters of life and death, so they get preferred treatment. What a lucky break for him. It must be the power of his monster luck skill at work. So being a healer is a special job, he asks. She thinks so. They come to the Healers Guild headquarters. Lumina welcomes him to the local Healers Guild. Luciel thinks maybe getting reincarnated was a blessing. He must fill in the necessary information, but he can't read this. But suddenly he is able to read it thanks to his language skills. Name, Luciel. Race, human. Receptionist Kiruru said that if Lumina had called, they would have sent a representative for her. Lumina feels it's fine. She was in the area, so it was no trouble. The way they're talking, this lady must be someone important. Luciel continues to fill out the application form. However, he doesn't know his hometown. Instead of fudging it and getting called out, he should just play stupid. He asks Kiruru that is it alright if he just writes village, because he doesn't know if his village has a name. Kiruru thinks he's stupid, but if he doesn't know, she supposes that would be fine. He has finished. Kiruru tells him to wait a bit. He asks Lumina, does this town also have a name other than town? She thinks he is really ignorant. This is the town of Meritoni in the Republic of St. Shirul. Kiruru comes back and tells him to channel his magic into this. He did pick the magic control skill. If he concentrates, he should be able to use it. He officially became a G-rank healer. He hands Kururu his card, and she keeps telling him to wait. Lucille wonders what Kururu is doing back there in that room. Lumina says that Kururu is registering his card in the Healers Guild Magic Network. That will allow him to use it at any Healers Guild in the world. She returns and confirms that he is indeed a healer. He has both magic control and holy magic affinity. It looks like everything's in order here. Lumina says goodbye to him. If she leaves him hanging now, no way is he getting a job at a clinic. He calls her and explains that he has never used holy magic, so he doesn't think he knows how. He adds that his village had no spell tomes. He was the very first healer there. She has nearly forgotten that he was an ignoramus. She has no choice but to help him until the end. He asks, would it be possible for him to apprentice at a clinic while he learns the ropes? Lumina says he has 3 options. 1. Spartan training. 2. Taking out a loan. 3. Becoming an apprentice. With Spartan training, he'll study hard until he learns healing spells and keep reciting them until he runs out of magic. When his magic replenishes, he does it all over again. With a loan, he'll enter a normal educational institution and study for 3 years to learn magic. However, he will have to repay the Healers Guild 1 platinum coin. With an apprenticeship, he'll perform various tasks while studying magic in his free time. Now make the choice. The apprentice sounds the most reasonable, but he doesn't know if he'll really have free time. The loan is basically a student loan, and he knows from my previous life how brutal those were. The Spartan training must be like cramming for exams. However Spartan it is, if he can see his progress, like working towards a quota, he should be able to power through. Thankfully, he has assess mastery, which tells him how much experience he has. He needs to improve his skills. He has decided he'll do the Spartan training. He really appreciates this. Kururu is shocked to hear this and thinks he really is stupid. She tells Lumina to leave the rest to her. She'll show him to his room. He thanks Lumina for everything and introduces himself as Lucille. He promises to return the favor someday. Sure, she is looking forward to it. There aren't any windows. Is this a spell tome? He guesses he'll start with the basics. On casting first level spells. When you recite spells, magic power drains from your body. If you succeed, your skill increases. After reading the instructions, he decides to give it a shot. By channeling your spell with a clear mental image, your magic control, governing energies outside of your body, will improve. Was that it? For his mental image, he'll picture a wounding in reverse. He starts chanting, "O Lord, I offer up my magic so that I may mend this wound." Heal. Nothing happened. Hang on. Thinking about it, he did feel something leave his body. He opens the status panel and is delighted to see the stats of his skills increasing. Alright, he'll keep that mental image and keep reciting. He is recovering naturally, but he has only gotten 1 MP back, and now he totally feels like crap. It's like the morning after he drank too much with a client. He has finally recovered. If he improves his magic control and magic handling, the amount of magic he uses should go down. Maybe he should prioritize those instead. Feel the magic inside and learn to wield it. He has to master the magic within him. He wakes up panicking because he's late for work. He guesses that reincarnation stuff really wasn't a dream. He forgot that he was reincarnated and didn't need to come to the company anymore. If he works hard, he might be able to make a better life for himself here. He'll give it everything he's got. So that's what he did. Step 1 was reciting magic. Step 2 was stopping just before exhausting it. Step 3 was practicing his magic handling while his MP recovered. And he keeps repeating that over and over. He can't say for sure yet, but he feels like he is starting to get the hang of magic. He opens the status board and sees that everything's going up. Being able to see the numbers is really nice. As long as his efforts are rewarded like this, it won't break his spirit. A maid walks in to bring his meal. Her beauty causes Lucille to freeze for a few seconds. Her name is Monica, and the two get to know each other. On the 3rd day, he successfully used the healing spell. Monica congratulates him. He is able to use the heal spell now, and that will be 1 silver. He asks her what he will do next after being able to use this spell. Should he go to Lumina San for guidance? She is surprised to hear that he was introduced by Lumina. She will return his silver coin. Lumina Sama made arrangements for him to borrow the room for 10 days. Lucille thinks Lumina must have a whole lot of authority. Monica reveals that she is the captain of the church's new female paladin regiment. Lumina is really awesome. Meeting her might have been a huge blessing. He guesses his monster luck skill is paying off. He can continue his training for 7 more days. But everything after that is a complete blank. He is out to promote himself as a healer. He asked Monica about how to make money with this spell. She said that he can heal everyone's wounds for 1 silver coin. Guild members also have to pay dues, known as offerings, according to their ranks. He'll make good use of his business experience from his previous life. He'll find an adventurer's guild where he can work directly as a healer. The man from before sees him and calls him. Lucille is very sorry about that day. His name is Bazin. His teammates remind him that he is scaring this kid. These guys are a little scary, but maybe Lucille can ask them about the Adventurers Guild. Several adventurers arrived in a severely injured state. They apologized for screwing up. Bazin told them to turn down dangerous requests while they're still a novice. That looks really bad, and they can't count on a clinic. Lucille remembers Monica saying that at present, the Healers Guild cannot censure clinics or healers. If a healer charges exorbitant prices or cause confrontation, headquarters would dispatch someone. However, their schemes are so devious these days that she is afraid the law cannot keep up with them. Then he promises her this: he will never become a corrupt healer. Lucille comes and says he will heal them.